What's up, everybody? Cobra Axis and Allies here. Today, I'm bringing to you guys a quick look at a prize review that I'm doing right now. Um, I got these from Combat Miniatures in a prize that they had a giveaway a few weeks ago, and as you can see here, we've got a lot to look at, and I'm really glad that I won this. Mainly because not only can I show these in my game, but I can show all you guys and give a big shout out to Wolf's Den Designs, and he was the one who painted these guys. And now he doesn't get a lot of credit on YouTube a lot. I know that Combat Miniatures, Richard Johnson, he shouts him out every once in a while, but um, Wolf's Den Designs is really known on Facebook pages across the Axis and Allies community because he makes these amazing paint jobs on all of his pieces. And as you can see here, and I'm going to take a quicker look at all these guys, that that his talent is really up there in basically like making all these pieces look awesome for your games. Now, uh, I guess another thing to note too is that he doesn't just paint them for himself or for these giveaways. Like he's actually he has a business, and you can definitely like maybe get a Facebook account or even try to get his email if he has one related to his account to basically get him to and commission him to paint your own pieces. And I've seen him paint entire like armies for people, and they look really great. So if you're not the best painter and you've always wanted some painted pieces, he's definitely the guy to go to. And even along the lines of me, like I'm a guy that paints pieces, but I mean the pieces I paint, like, and we've got one uh, right here, and so as you can see, like, I mean my pieces are look decent, and I'm happy with them and everything, but they are definitely not like the best quality like painted parts you'll ever see in an Axis and Allies game. And these are some of my new Germans. I'll have to show you guys another time, but you can see them right there. They're really painted for, I guess, like mass consumption. I've got about 100 Germans, so I'm not gonna spend 5 hours painting every single one of them. And there's a lot of likely used colors, like all of the brown straps and gun and everything on this guy is the same shade of brown. But with these things and what Wolf's Den Designs can do with his with his painting skills is just amazing. And I guess I think like the best way to show you guys is just kind of to stop talking and zoom in on some of these Germans to just kind of show you the great detail in them. And you can see they are SS commandos, or kind of just SS officers. And you can see here we've got some kind of autumn camouflage, perfect for the season right now. And just the detailing on them, like you can see all the little splotches and everything, and the fact that there's really no brush strokes. It's all so nicely detailed, and you can see right there on the back sides of these guys. They've got all these pouches and everything, and again, they're all painted in different colors and everything. Um, they're just like overall amazing looking pieces, and I like the little touch of the roundel. Like I'm not a fan of people putting full on flags on the bases, but I like his idea of putting the roundels on, or just the little emblems. And you can see with my pieces, I don't want to tamper with these. These I kind of think of them as like art, pretty much. So, and you can see the bases of them match really well to my bases. So I may end up giving them a little red ring, just for a little bit better designation. But other than that, these are really beautiful sculpts that don't need to be touched up or anything like that. They've all been clear coated and primed and everything. Next up, we've got these guys. These are the winter camouflage, and I almost like these guys a little better just because I like the cool the contrast between having on some of them where you've got the like say this guy right there with his autumn uniform, his pants, and then he's got the winter coat over top of it. And again, another thing is the fact that none of these sculpts are the same. I got all different sculpts, so it's a really nice pack that nice prize that I got. And you can see again from these guys, white is definitely a trickier color to paint. There's a lot of room for there's a lot of room for mistakes to be made because accidentally going over the edges and can lead to it not looking that great. Like again, here's one of my pieces, and you can see I put a wash on this guy, so he's going to look a little more dingy. But overall, it's a harder color to paint white because it's just kind of, you see every little every little slip up and everything, and you can see even on the base white against the green, all the little runny lines and everything. And again, when you're painting for a ton of pieces, and it doesn't really matter when it's far away, but with these guys, it's really nice that he's able to get such great detail in all these little parts. And again, I guess we'll give you a little backside view of all these guys. Yeah, so again, really nice detailing. I can't say it enough. And so then Combat Miniatures also threw in a few extra things with my prize. You can see right here we've got a little 3D printed bunker that they've made. They've been making, and then these. And I do have to say, this smoke column, I think they've also made an explosion, so it's like a kind of fireball coming off of that base. But those are really nice. Like I might end up getting some of them, even though I've got my own damage markers, because my damage markers are, as some of you may have seen, they're basically just explosions, kind of. Just imagine this this base, and then it's got a fireball on top of it. So you kind of place it next to a ship or a factory. Whereas this thing, you can kind of place, say a unit on top, and then you can like pick it up and everything. So especially if you had like damaged chips, you could just pick up your factory, place the damaged chips, and then place it back down. So it's a really nice piece, and high quality. It's a nice thick material, so it's gonna hold up really well. And yeah, I really like that thing too. And then lastly, we've got a few extra little things they threw in. And you can see we've got just some painted up supplies and bunkers that I'll just be adding to my collection, and along with just a acrylic railroad marker. But yeah, so this was a look at my these awesome or not 3D printed, but painted 172 infantry from painted by Wolfsten's Designs, and from a Combat Miniatures contest. And I definitely suggest joining the Axis and Allies Facebook page. Lots of great news out there, people that customize pieces and stuff like this, like links to contests and everything. And then a little update to what I've been working on. For those of you who want to stick around for this, you can see I've been busy painting. So as you can see here, we've got as you may have noticed from that one white guy I painted up, that's an Alaskan Territorial Guard. And what I've been doing is painting up my pieces for, I want to get the Colonials expansion that just came out from HBG. So if you guys want me to do a review on that, I definitely suggest leaving a comment on this video about it. But what I've been doing is painting up all the pieces, because yes, you can just place an infantry on top of the colonial marker, but I just really want to kind of add some more diversity to my gameplay. And, it doesn't mess up anything, so, or I guess, like, confuse anybody. Like, this is, like, a pretty standard American soldier, and then, like, this is a Filipino soldier, and, he looks practically the same, but he's got that base still, and that's kind of how I designate my units. And that way, there's not going to be any confusion, especially along the lines of infantry. Same with this tank here, just in American armor. And again, obviously an American tank, but it'll look a little different from the rest, sitting on top of that marker. Yeah, and so basically, these guys are all just going to be glued on top of the markers. So, and also, I guess a few of them are, like this guy here, is a American minority. He's a paratrooper. And another one of my favorites, this French word that I can't pronounce, but he is basically an elite North African soldier that the French can build, and another nice looking part. So yeah, definitely be looking forward to that. We've got this bridge here that I got from someone on Facebook, and I'll be repainting that, and that'll be used in my Alaskan Warriors expansion set. We've got some Russian units here that I got in a prize from Facebook. A lot of nice pieces that came from that. And Misha, if you're watching this video, thank you a lot for these prizes. And you can see we've got a BT-7 light tank, little custom anti-aircraft artillery, and a lot of these really nice looking Russian guys. And after seeing these Wolfsten's Designs guys, I'm definitely stepping up my painting game from now on. So yeah, so these Russians will probably come out to be some of my best pieces, not only for their sculpts but also for their paint schemes that I'm gonna spend a lot of time on. Some other pieces that, real quick, now that we're just going into some prize reviews, I got this in another prize from Facebook, and you can see we got the rest of the pieces for the Alaskan Warriors expansion. And then just some various parts. Here's a heavy artillery for the new World War II game. We've got some various pieces, like some America pieces. These will probably go into maybe my 1980s game. And a lot of these Grant tanks, M3 Lees and Grants. And I'm kind of not. Oh yeah, and also these trucks, these Thornycroft British trucks. And I'm not exactly sure what to do with these. I may use them in a prize, because the Grants, I'm probably going to paint up a few, maybe to be as British Lend-Lease tanks, just to add some more North African flair to the British. The problem with the trucks is that they're really nicely detailed, but as you may tell, the Italians, what they did was, during the war, they copied a lot of British and other nations' designs. And so as you may tell here, this looks almost identical to the Italian motorized infantry. So if I decide to replace my British Mack trucks with these things, yes, it'll be more historically accurate, but it's going to look a lot like the Italian trucks, and I don't really want that to happen. I like the diversity on my board. So I may end up painting a few of these to be replacement Italian trucks, just because they have a little more detail. And then the rest, again, I may save for some giveaway for you guys to go with some of the grants that I got in this. Yeah, so this is just, a lot of various tanks. We got a Soma French medium tank from GHQ. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty busy at work painting up all these units, and it was a really nice surprise again to get back to the main point, getting these really awesome German soldiers from Wolfsten's Designs. So yeah, I hope to see you guys again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Cobra, out.